What's it called?
I know you know this, that Donald Trump is a clear and present danger. He's also a whiny little bitch. But the real danger for this nation isn't, ironically, Donald Trump. It's these guys.
This is not too surprising when you look at Jack Smith's approach all along. His overriding priority in his cases has been to try Trump before the election.
As if you needed further evidence of his insanity, Tiny Fingers is at it again, attacking Fox because he can.
Did Fox News just lose one of its most faithful viewers? President Trump taking to Twitter to accuse the network of, I'm quoting now, heavily promoting Democrats.
When Trump attacks Fox News, it speaks not to his strength or his vision, but instead to the weakness of Fox. No one, and I mean no one there, stands up to his whiny little tirades.
Fox News puts on the worst people, and all done very purposely. John Bussey, a Wall Street Journal associate editor, is a real loser who loves to hear himself talk. When he discusses me, he refuses to say, even though he knows it to be true, that everything I got accused of is a Biden-inspired hoax for purposes of election interference.
Okay, right there. It's a perfect opportunity for Fox to show they have cojones to be what they purport to be, news. Biden had nothing to do with the New York trial. It was a state trial. In fact, Fox spends half their day saying Biden has dementia, while Donnie shats his pants and utters completely unintelligible comments about whatever floats into his spray-tan brain, and Fox says zero.
Love of Christ, the stories of the Holy Bible, and the voices of famed evangelical.
Trump's strategy of preemptively bitching is to get a more favorable outcome. And anyone with a brain can see Fox hosts are not only entirely pro-Trump, but they're chicken shit sycophants. Trump attacks Fox because he knows this. Fox News whores itself out to ad dollars, and they will never speak badly of Tiny Fingers because Trump's base only watches Fox. So they whore themselves out to get these people.
Obama is playing Sleepy Joe Biden in a mask.
So that gives Tiny Fingers carte blanche to trash them, and Fox says, crickets.
Bussey plays right into their web of deceit and deception by not explaining this. Is he a Democrat or a really dumb Republican? Hard to believe I'm winning by so much with jerks like this stinking up the airwaves. Get rid of him, Fox News. DJT.
Fox News doesn't challenge Trump because Fox and company's plan is to nurse Trump's wife-beater base and in the process turn their backs on their country when it really matters, much like McConnell and McCarthy did after January the 6th.
Well, let me give you my view of what happened January the 6th. And we're here. We saw what happened. It was a violent insurrection.
And while Fox did stand up to Trump on the voting machines debacle, where Rudy and Sidney Powell concocted lies about votes being stolen,
they run a computer algorithm on it as needed to either flip votes, take votes out, or alter the votes to make a candidate win.
It has been used all over the world to defy the will of people who wanted freedom. There is statistical evidence, there is all kinds of mathematical evidence, essentially forensic evidence. Dominion and its minions and other state officials everywhere are apparently out there trying to destroy everything they can get to before we can seize it. They had this all planned, Maria.
The only reason Fox backed down and tepidly stood up to man-titties, the only reason was the nearly $1 billion fine they were ordered to pay to Smartmatic, the makers of the voting machines. But they still allowed Tucker, Hannity, Ingram, and this giggling idiot, you, to lie about the election, and now they're allowing possibly the greatest threat to democracy to proceed with barely a whimper.
With 4 months until Election Day, some top supporters of former President Trump have already revealed detailed plans for what he could do if he's reelected. The Conservative Heritage Foundation put forward a 900-page plan to transform the federal government known as Project 2025.
Project 2025 is a conservative attack laying in the wings should Trump win. It's an assault on, well, how much time you got?
Is there cause for concern with this whole plan? I mean, it's not just an ideology. Isn't it sort of fealty at all costs? And how are they looking for people who will fill these important roles?
Total fealty. It's all, I mean, they're very clear. It's a loyalty test. Like, it is about, like, what do you think about Donald Trump? And if you can't pass that, you're not going to get into the government. And it's a big deal because we're not talking a couple hundred people. We're talking it could be tens of thousands of people.
But here's the skinny. It's so bad that Trump is denying any knowledge of it, despite the fact his super PAC, Make America Great Again, is a sponsor. And Fox, They don't say a word, even though Project 2025 will effectively end the U.S. as you know it. It's Trump's most insane backers, and what they want is threefold. They want people who will be 100% loyal to Trump, and they want to change the government as we know it. Fire thousands of bureaucrats who do the real work no one sees. Because these people, tens of thousands of them, are considered by Trump as the deep state.
Here's my plan to dismantle the deep state and reclaim our democracy from Washington corruption. I will immediately reissue my 2020 executive order restoring the president's authority to remove rogue bureaucrats.
And Fox lets Trump say whatever with no pushback. The second part is even more dangerous. Trump will clamp down firmly on your right to have health care, your right to entitlements you paid for, Social Security, Medicare, unemployment, and welfare, your First Amendment rights, especially if you're in the media that criticizes Trump. And the third wish is to compile an enemies list. They will declare LGBT to be pornographic and should be not restricted but banned, plus any government protection or even recognition of rights held by women, minorities, religion, gender, abortion, reproductive health, reproductive rights. And listen to this, LGBT will be deleted out of every government, legislation, and institution. You can call them whatever you want. And women, they'll no longer have rights against discrimination and workplace sexual harassment. None. And the irony is, Bill O'Reilly was canned because he was telling his producer about his dildo. That's just for starters. But they defend Trump's massive history of rape and sexual assault. Fox is a freaking mess.
What is he talking?
And of course, Fox knows this, but they say nothing, even when Trump attacks them, as he frequently does.
The media's meltdown started within minutes of the decision.
Matter if Biden is old. It don't matter. It don't matter if he's old. What matters is that the other guy wants to be a king.
Did the court just say, yeah, you can assassinate a political rival?
This case underscores the core theme of President Biden's re-election, the stakes of this, their message that Trump is a threat to democracy.
It's almost like a license to thug in a way.
I'm generally a glass half empty kind of person. This is a death squad ruling.
Oh, now that's kind of funny. She's saying the Democrats' concern that a president, at least according to Trump's attorney, has the authority to assassinate a political rival?
A corrupt person, and he orders the military or orders someone to assassinate him. Is that within his official acts that for which he can get immunity?
It would depend on the hypothetical, but we can see that could well be an official act.
I have a deep state target list, and I'm coming for all of them. And what does that mean when I say coming for all of them? It means the most legal, moral, and ethical consequences to the maximum, to include the maximum punishment for treason.
For the record, Trump's not the president, and for the record, Fox News, no president before Trump has ever stolen top secret documents, then refused to give them back, then told subordinates to destroy them, and then attempted a coup against a free and fair election. As reprehensible as this cockroach is, he couldn't have done it without Fox. Without this circle jerk of lying Botox, our country could be focused on the many serious issues facing us today. But instead, thanks to Fox, we worry if there'll even be a tomorrow.
You!
I had the best word.
Shut the up, Don.
Who's with me? No, we're living in a society. We're supposed to act in a civilized way.
This isn't their Republican Party anymore.
An A. Damn right. Damn right.
You're in a lot of trouble, Donnie.
I think he's crazy.
I'm Chip Franklin.